G'day guys, really excited to be able to share with you a new range of water-fed pole brush, and that's the Edge. Just wanted to run you through, there's a bit to capture in understanding the complete range and all the accessories and customizing the brush to suit you. All brushes are available in two sizes, the 26 and 35 centimetre. The Heritage range, when we look at the filaments, is a split filament end, a flocked, so it is slightly softer with more contact for those more delicate surfaces. The DuPont is a true DuPont and a non-split filament end, so it's going to have slightly more scrubbing power than the flagged flocked Heritage brush. The Elite range is a synthetic dual trim brush with more scrubbing power, again non-split filament ends. The boar's hair dual trim with a boar's hair center. And finally the full boar's hair. All brushes are available in two sizes and all extremely lightweight. Now look at brush attachments, and there's a few different variations to suit the way people may wish to work. So we have a fixed adapter. Now that adapter will pick up between on an angle crank and be able to be situated inside the two serrations of the angle crank with fitting a longer bolt. So that'll allow you to have an adapter pad sitting adjacent to that fixed edge adapter. We also have the standard Euro thread adapter. The three swivel adapters all lock in a positive indent and unlock in a positive indent. So this particular swivel adapter allows left to right movement and has a standard Euro thread attachment to engage in an angle crank. So another variation where we have a swivel adapter in an up and down swivel arrangement where we can engage it in a fixed position or de-engage it and relock in a swivel position in an up and down motion. And the attachment of this particular angle adapter would be again sandwiched with a longer bolt between a standard angle crank assembly. So the serrations between the angle crank would pick up on the serrations of this swivel angle adapter, just like the previous fixed. And the last angle adapter assembly, positive engage like the previous, positive disengage, has the ability to swivel left and right. Standard within the 26 centimetre and the 35 centimetre brush are the V-jets. So when we look at a brush assembly, we can see that the moulded jets are cut into the brush stock. So on a 35 centimetre brush we have 4 V-jets, and on a 26 centimetre brush we have 2 V-jets. So 2 V-jets, we're going to have dispersal of water. We're going to have 4 jets on a particular brush at 26 centimetres, and on a 35 centimetre brush we're going to have the 8 jets, and we'll carry out some water dispersal tests to show you that dispersal and that water penetration on the glass. So to plumb these particular systems in on the full brush range and all have the moulded V-jets into the brush stock will come with the necessary plumbing. So to run the 4 V-jets we'll have the quad arrangement. To run the twin pack of V-jets we'll have plumbing required to suit. Something quite interesting to take note is the bumper stop, which is moulded into the brush stock on the peripheral of the brush backing assembly. So a moulded impact resistant design which will help alleviate damage to window frames. So you've just seen us apply a couple of different jet options, and that's going to be an individual preference to the operator. So we fitted a overhead rinse bar on this particular Heritage 35cm brush, and the rinse bar is adjustable, so the slotted elongations in the rinse bar itself will allow that rinse bar to move in and out, and depending on how hard we press on the brush for that water dispersal. Very clever in design, and we will fire this up to give you some demonstrations. We have jet flow moving in a forward direction, and the last 4 jets actually shoot in an outward direction to get the full length of the brush. So that is a bolt-on overhead rinse bar. We also have bolt-on fan jets. So those fan jets are also adjustable, and they'll apply a great fan arrangement over the top to give you that greater water dispersal. So both these overhead fan jet assemblies or rinse bars can be fitted to both brush sizes, the 26 and the 35cm brush. So each brush stock assembly again has further options molded into the brush stock, and inside these insertion holes we can assemble or insert additional nozzle assemblies which we'll go through. We have push-in fan jet assemblies, and all these we're going to show you the water dispersal, and we'll run these through and give you different options. Push-in pencil jets, the single aperture. We have additional push-in 4 pencil jets. And finally we have additional push-in V-jet. So as the name implies, V-jets. So the brush block assemblies either on a 26cm or 35cm brush. The 26 has 2 V-jet assemblies, and the 35cm has 4 V-jet assemblies. So brush on glass, but from a rinse power perspective, there's quite a lot of water flowing in that brush cavity. So we've just plugged in now the larger brush assembly, 35cm, and we have this included as standard, the 4 V-jet assemblies. So obviously dispersal rate across X or an increased number of jets. When we put the brush on glass, we have a great cleaning ability and great rinse ability. Above and beyond standard on a 360mm brush, you're going to get the quad adapter to take the 4 nozzles. So if you wanted to add additional jets or change between jets, like running the rinse bar, we can modify that and change that to run the rinse bar and the 2 V-jets, or if you wanted to add the push-in jets, and we can push those into the brush block assembly, you can flick and change between those jet assemblies. So nice, great in design. So the overhead rinse bar, which is adjustable in and out, and when we push that against the brush assembly, we can push that further out to get that water up above the top of the bristles. But you can see the last 4 nozzle assemblies will push the water towards the outside of that brush, and that overhead rinse bar can go on both brush assemblies, whether the 35 and 26. So with the overhead rinse configuration, we have the 2 V-jets, and it's as simple as switching your plumbing around to suit. And now we're back to the 4 V-jets, which come standard with the brush. So just going to show you the overhead fan jet assemblies. So again, the 4 inbuilt V-jets, and we can push those in. And if we were to flick over now to the overhead, which are adjustable to be able to slide in and out from a fan jet arrangement. So we've got the twin V-jets and the 4 fan jet assemblies. Go. So I've just pushed some fan jets into this particular brush block assembly, and we'll give you a indication on the way that particularly works and that water dispersal. So we could have 2 additional fan jets, and I've only just pushed them in just partly for the demonstration, but they'll push all the way home. We could have an additional 2 fan jets per brush, 2 pencil jets, or 2 lots of quad jets each side. So it is just personal preference. There's so many different mix matches that we can take with this edge brush range. So just connecting the fan jets to the brush assembly. So we have our V jets shooting high and our dispersal of the fan jets. So we can push those fan jets in. They'll go all the way into the brush block assembly to give you that further dispersal of water. That's the push-in fan jets. So yet again, another option, and we're pushing in the 4 pencil jets. So the 4 pencil jets, the dispersal, and the way they're cut into the nozzle assembly is quite ingenious, and you can see the dispersal rate there. So we've got basically 2 sets of V's. So on this brush assembly, you know, and check that out, how cool is that? We've got the outer 2 V jets and the quad 4 pencil jets. So different variations, different applications, and if you wanted to, you could double up, and as an option you could set up the 4 quads in this particular brush assembly with the plumbing arrangement. So I hope you've enjoyed this presentation, and we're really pleased to be able to offer these brushes in addition to everything else we sell here at Blue Tongue Industries. Hope you've liked this video and it's given you insight to the new edge brush range. You can check it all out on the web at bluetongueindustries.com.au, and appreciate you watching as always, guys, and we'll catch you on the next video.